Alright, so, Mike, what's up? So, I was just watching that Ghostbusters 3 thing, and I heard, um, I watched, the Dan, I can't pronounce his last name, but I watched a trailer, a guy do an interview with him, and he was saying a lot of the original cast is not going to be back. I think Bill Murray might be, but as far as it's looking, they are absolutely hosting new cast. Now, like you said, some of the people are not going to like it. Now, one of the reasons is because many people who've seen the first movie and the second movie got used to that team of Ghostbusters, and now we have this whole new cast of people who are playing the Ghostbusters, and we also have a new person answering the phone, so it's going to be really different for a lot of us. All of us pretty hardcore Ghostbusters fans. In fact, I'm actually thinking about starting my own series of Ghostbusters on a thing called Halo Custom Edition. I am taking Dan Aykroyd's place as Ray in this series, and my other friend is playing Peter Venkman. We are gonna make it different from the movie because we just thought it needs to be a little bit more scarier, and we are gonna add a lot of comedy into it. It's pretty much based off of the series, though, like the movies and the cartoons, but with a whole new spice look. So I don't know if it's going to be on my channel. It might be on my friend's channel, but if you do want to see an episode, we don't have an episode up yet, but we are going to work on the first episode. Now, you being a Ghostbusters fan, I guess I should tell you a little about the first episode. So, unlike the movie, my Ghostbusters does not start as professors and like testing and stuff. My Ghostbusters actually start as detectives for the police. So, in the first episode, they get called to investigate a murder. A cop calls them to investigate a murder because detectives solve murder cases. So they get called in, and they realize that whoever committed the crime could not be human. So then they determine that it could be a demon. Now, as we know, demons are basically an evil version of a ghost. And, I did make my own Ghostbusters symbol for the show, so I'm not copywriting that. But I just thought it'd be pretty cool to have a Ghostbuster series on Halo Custom Edition because there are so many Halo series out there. There's a Mythbusters series. There's even a James Bond series. There's even Batman series, so we just wanted to bring them kind of something new, but also kind of in the old thing of Ghostbusters. So, like Ghostbusters, we are going to have them in a fire station. And unfortunately, with Halo Custom Edition, we can't do that go one car the whole time, so they will be getting in multiple different cars. But it starts out the first three people, which is Egon, Ray, and Peter, start out as detectives, and then eventually, after they figure out that it's a demon causing these murders, they decide to become ghost hunters. Which, goes pretty well. Egon starts building the PKE meter. We're actually gonna no, we're not gonna be seeing him building it. He'll be talking about like the plans to build it. Because unfortunately, we do not have CGI privileges right now. If you don't know what CGI is, I don't know what the letters mean, but I know it means it's a really advanced form of editing, like so you can make it look like a movie and stuff. Um, and eventually, I talked to them maybe about doing a person series too, so we might do that. We'll do Ghostbusters justice though. But as I say, with this new cast, are we sure they're gonna do good enough like the old cast? Are we sure they're gonna impress the people like the old cast did? Now, the funny thing about my series is we're gonna actually see them be able to test out the proton packs before they start taking them out into the field. Now, we're not having proton packs because, as I said, we don't have CGI. Once we do get CGI and we go to like a game called Halo Reach, or if Halo 4 is out by then we might be on Halo 4 doing it. And then of course we can edit the proton packs in, and possibly edit the Echo 1 car in. Now, any Ghostbusters fan knows you need, like 5 people to play the Ghostbusters, because you have the 4 Ghostbusters themselves, and then you have the person who answers the call. Anyways, I actually just found your video by looking up Ghostbusters stuff, because I'm trying to come up with ideas of what to do. The cool thing is going to be about the fire station is it's going to look pretty similar to the movie version. I mean, I love the movie version. And we might even get a kind of New York look to the map, so we will have a map that kind of looks like New York with fire station in it. And maybe our map maker can add the Echo 1 in for that part. You know what, we could do that. I just thought of this. Well, my team of actors, we could just use the New York City like map and park the Echo 1 car at a building, and then we could go to a different map, and that looks like a inside of a building. Then we could do the investigation of that. So that's definitely a possibility. We're actually supposed to get the first episode done today, but that ended up a failure because everyone had to get offline and no one wanted to help. So I gotta get people to help. So yeah, I don't know myself if I'm gonna see Ghostbusters 3, mainly because it has a new cast. I know Bill Murray is gonna be in it. Probably the guy who played Winston, but I'm not sure about the guy who played Egon, or I know Dan Aykroyd isn't gonna be in it because he's overweight and he can't fit inside the jumpsuit anymore, plus he's kind of really old. I was shocked when I saw his interview. I didn't know he looked that old. You know, 'cause for a long time, adults look the same for a while. Like, when you turn 20, when you're 30, you're gonna look like the same like as you looked when you were 20. And same thing goes for if you're 40. As long as you take good care of yourself, you're gonna look pretty much the same. Anyways, that's probably about it. I gotta go because I got school tomorrow, and I got a few things to do. Arr.